In 1905, Einstein realized that speed of light is constant, which has a very prominent effect on the passage of time. Suppose I am standing and I am at rest with respect to myself. I have a watch. I am carefully observing the time interval in my watch. And suppose a spaceship whose speed is almost equal to the speed of light is just zipping in front of me, and there is a watch here, and if I carefully observe the time interval in my watch and the time interval in a watch which is attached to this spaceship which is moving in front of me with a speed near equal to the speed of light, then I will observe that in this watch ticks off more slowly. Now this phenomena is quite counterintuitive for us because in our daily life we hardly observe this because we cannot move with the speed of light in our everyday life. Now Einstein was a master of thought experiments. He did not need any practical lab. He just keeping the experiments, he just thinking about the experiments in mind. And he gave an intuitive explanation about this. Let me explain you with a toy car. Let me take this car to give a fragments of how time slows down. For the time being, do not think about time factor. Just think about space, spatial coordinates, spatial directions. Suppose this is a car which is moving originally in a pure northward direction. That is like this. Initial motion of the car is along northward direction. Now, if the car moves a bit eastward, so initially it was moving in this direction. Now suppose it is moving in this direction. So when the car changes its direction from north to slight northeast direction, which means its motion along this northward direction is slightly shifted towards east. That means the northward motion is compromised to give it a direction in the east space. So here the northward motion is reduced because that is deviated to give the eastward motion in this direction, which means more northward motion is now shifted towards the east. If I draw the position like this when the car is here, and if I draw a perpendicular from the position when the car is here, so here we can see that this much of northward motion is compromised, and here this much of northward motion is compromised. Here this is an illustration to show you that how in space one direction is shifted to the other. Now with the help of this metaphor, I would like to give an explanation of how time slows down while in motion. Now suppose here I am standing. You will think that I am not moving in space. My position is not changing, but my clock is ticking. So I am moving in a time direction. And here, when I am at rest, at stationary, my motion is purely along time coordinate. But when I begin to move in the spatial coordinate, my time motion, that is my original motion along the time axis, is converted to the motion in the space. Einstein showed that part of motion towards time is converted to give a spatial direction of motion. With the help of the metaphor of this toy car, we have shown that one spatial direction is reduced to give motion in other spatial direction. In Newtonian mechanics, space and time were treated independently. But Einstein perceived the idea that space and time, they are entangled. So when I started motion along space from rest, then the time is reduced to give the motion along spatial direction. Time is reduced, which means the time interval is elongated to give the spatial motion. Thanks for your time. Please let me know in the comment section below, how do you like the video?